Hey, welcome to another guitar lesson. I'm Jesse Lane. I'm going to be showing you how the numbering system works on the guitar. I've had a lot of people ask me why the... Man, you don't have to do that like every single sentence. Sorry, dude. Thought it looked cool. Anyway, like I was saying, I've had a lot of people ask me how to use this chord numbering system. How do I apply it to daily life situations? So say you're playing with like a bass player, he's going like this. Yeah, 1, 4, and 5, bro. What? You don't know 1, 4, and 5? You're all like, nah, dude. Never learned that. Well, this is the video for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is take you right over to the piano where everything's just laid out right in front of your face. Because the keys on the piano are just like laid out all numerically. So this numbering system is going to make a lot of sense. You see what I did there? Because learning this on the guitar first might be a little hard. Ultimately, we're doing this so we can play guitar. But seeing it on the piano and then transferring that mental image over to the guitar is really going to help you a lot. So let's get over there. So the major scale of C goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Your 8 is your 1, so these are 2 C notes. Hear that? So your 1s, 4s, and 5s are always major. Your 2s, 3s, and 6s are always minor. Okay? So that goes for any key. So all of these are keys that you can play in. You can play in the key of D, you can play in the key of E flat or D sharp. You can play in the key of E, you can play in the key of F. Any of these are keys. So that being said, with the 1s, 4s, and 5s being major and the 2s, 3s, and 6s being minor, let's hop right over back to the guitar and check this out. All right, pull up the chord numbering chart system, please.
You got it, boss.
Okay, so as you see here on your screen, you got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s. It looks kind of complicated because it's all jumbled up together, but this is pretty much how it goes. So the 1s, 4s, and 5s are always major on any key that you want to play in. The 2s, the 3s, and the 6s are always minor. So the first one you see up there in the top left is the key of C. So whatever key you're in, that's always your 1. So if you're in the key of C, your 1 chord is a C. If you're in the key of G, your 1 chord's a G, so on and so forth. And those are the numbers or chords in a key. The 7 is a diminished. I think it's more of like a jazz kind of chord. Let's just kind of skip over that for this lesson right now. So all we're going to do is worry about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go ahead and pick C to start out with. So your C chord is your 1. Okay? And then your F is your 4. And your G is your 5. Hear that? So it's your 1, 4, 5 progression right there. So that's the basic 1, 4, and 5 in the key of C. Nothing's going to change that no matter what anyone says. F will always be the 4 chord of C, and G will always be the 5 chord of C, and C will always be the 1 chord of C. So don't ever get confused about that. So the 2s, 3s, and 6s, the 2 is D. It says D on the chart, but obviously it's a minor, so it's going to be D minor. And then E minor is the 3 chord in the key of C. Okay? So far we got C is the 1, D minor is the 2, E minor is the 3, F is your 4, G is your 5, and then A minor is your 6. No matter what key you're in, you're always going to add a minor if it's a 2, 3, or 6. So far we got C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and then back to C. So what I'm going to do now is take you into a close-up and show you something epic that's really going to help you with your chord numbering system and knowing what chords you're playing and what key and all that. So let's zoom into a close-up and check it out. So your major scale, real simple, it's going to go first finger, second finger, fourth finger, and then first finger, second finger, fourth finger, and then first finger on the 9th fret, second finger. Okay, so that's going to be your best friend when it comes to learning these numbers, because what the major scale is just numbers. So check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 7 is a diminished, as we covered, and we're not going to worry about that. The 8 is just your 1, only an octave higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's just deal with the first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. The first one's going to be C. So you got a C chord here. And the next one, 1, 2, that's a D note. As we saw here on the chart, that your D, or your second, sorry, your 2 is always a minor. So it's going to be D minor. Okay? Your 3, 1, 2, 3, that's an E note there in my 12th fret. It's going to be E minor. Okay? So far we got C, D minor, and then E minor. F, that's my F note. Boom. F bar chord. You can also play it like this. Okay, so that's my 4. So then your 5 is going to be a G major. Okay, so getting good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There on the 12th fret of the 5th string, it's an A note. So 6 is always a minor. So A minor. Okay, so that's all 6 chords in the key of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, and A minor. So 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor. Let me give you one more example in the key of G. You're going to go G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So forget the 7 and the 8. Just play 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So G, G major, A minor, G, A, B minor, 3 minor, G, A, B, C, 4 major, G, A, B, C, D, 5 major, G, A, B, C, D, E, 6 minor. Okay, so pretty much you can move this to any key. You can do it in F sharp if you want. G, A, F. Do it in B flat. If you want to do it in B flat, you just say, okay, so here's my B flat bar chord. And then my 2, 1, 2, running that major scale. It's a C note. Okay, so my 2 is always a minor, as I saw before in the chart. C minor is my 2 chord in the key of B flat. And then D minor is my 3 chord in the key of B flat. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's that note? That is a E flat note. So the 4 is always a major. Boom. E flat major. Same with 5. Be an F major. And then it's a note. That's a G. So 6 is always a minor. So G minor. I really hope this guitar lesson helped you. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section below so I can answer you, because I love hearing from you guys. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Jesse Lane signing out. I'll see you next time.